Welcome back. Now, for years we have had famous Aussie blokes on TV telling us about the benefits of eating meat. What seller of shanks wouldn't give thanks to the Lambassador, Sam Kekovich, or Sam Neill and his red meat spiel?
Well, now Meat and Livestock Australia has called upon entertainment royalty Dame Edna Everage to beef up its latest campaign.
Have my services. I've got a commercial to shoot! Quick, Donald, grab my pussy! 1 in 3 women are not getting enough iron. And how you can fix this with a delicious beef risole or a juicy rump. A palm-sized serve of scrumptious beef sirloin will work wonders. It's kept me on top of all sorts of things. And it won't give you wind like a spinach smoothie.
Wow. I'm free. Joining us to discuss are our Masters of Spin advertising expert Jane Caro and Dan Gregory from the Impossible Institute. What is going on here? I mean, why are they convinced that 1970s sitcom humour is selling meat to women?
And also, the way you introduced the story, we've long had men telling men to eat more meat. Well, sorry, that's Barry Humphries.
Yeah,
you know, telling women to eat more red meat. So we're still doing the same thing. Yeah, it's very old-fashioned. Look, the problem with Dame Edna Everage is she vamps every message she sells. She's always used in ads.
Yep.
But, in fact, you never can remember the product. What you remember is Edna Everage. She's such a huge personality and brand on her own. Let's go back to the old Meat and Livestock ads with the women in black and white giving good reasons about why they were exhausted and then saying, you know what,
with a daughter.
Fantastic, that ad.
I think you hit on it, Andrew. The interesting thing for me is, you know, they're talking about a lack of iron in women's diets. Now, presumably, that's women sub 50. You know, whereas as a celebrity and the humour, that, you know, it's far pitched at an older demographic.
Yeah, you're right.
And I think that's the real issue with this, is they've kind of missed who they're really talking to.
I actually disagree with both of you.
Really?
And I think, and I think that I'm probably in the target market. I thought it was funny. You know, and
There are bits of it are funny.
And
bits of it are a bit great.
Is there anything inspiring about it, though? Would you consider eating meat that night, having watched it?
Well, I don't eat meat anyway, but when she does...
So you're not in the target market.
Well, actually, I think what you've hit on there, Mon, is actually the real business problem they have is young women are consuming less red meat.
Yeah, right.
Either for vegetarianism or because they're moving towards white meats. And I think that's the real issue that this ad doesn't really address.
And it has always been that way, and that was the original old 90s ad, I'm a mother with a daughter. And I was at home with small children when that ran, and I remember thinking, I must go and eat some more red meat. It actually had that effect.
She was a mother with a daughter. Now, moving on very quickly to another Australian icon, Aeroplane Jelly has released its latest ad. Let's take a look.
Oh, tune takes you back, doesn't it?
So this is the new one. They've redone it with lots of different faces of Australia and voices. What do you think?
I really like it.
It was very uplifting, I thought.
Yeah, and it's also, they're doing what perhaps the AMLC should have done.
Yeah.
They've got a famous ad that's iconic, and they've actually updated it and reminded us of the old one, and yet made it relevant for the modern world. It's lovely.
And I think that's really clever. One of the things that they've done is they've tapped into nostalgia. You know, I don't think they're just targeting parents with kids. I think they're targeting grandparents as well with this. And music has a way of taking us back in time and making us feel good about, you know, our childhoods. And I think that's what they've done really cleverly.
And that works so well for that product, doesn't it? You know? We can be kids again just by eating jelly.
It made me think, gee, I haven't had any jelly for a
Right,
I do too.
right,
Thank you both. Stay